are abundantly clear, the Republican Party does not care about Irina Zarudska. If you don't know who she is, Irina Zarudska was a Ukrainian refugee who was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, who was caught in a random act of violence about a month ago that did lead to her ultimately getting killed. And the Republican Party is already using this as a way of proving what they've been trying to say, which is that they need to send the National Guard in to curb crime. They're already using this to prove what they think is this narrative of this rampant crime problem in cities in the United States. But to be clear, the Republican Party does not care about Irina Zarudska. She is simply a bludgeon they can use to push their political agenda. They do this all the time. This is the exact same thing they did with Lincoln Riley. The Republican Party has no problem sacrificing any number of people to push their political agenda. They evoke the memory of all of these people simply because it pushes their political agenda.
This is why I find the left disingenuous and hypocrites. That's politics. That's politics, right? The left does it too. How could, this is where I constantly see this, right? I constantly see this. This is the hypocrisy I see. It's easy for you to criticize the right because you hate them. But I don't see you criticizing your own party with the same ideology, okay? Do you think the left cares about, cares about immigrants? They don't, because under Biden, under Obama, they deported, right, a whole lot more. So why all of a sudden now you care? Why do all of a sudden now they care? That's the thing where they want to use it to push whatever political agenda they have. Politicians do this all the time. I don't disagree that, you know what, Republicans do it and Democrats do it, right? So I don't complain that they're using, I don't know, this reasoning to do whatever they do. Politicians do it. But this is the problem where I have with the left, right? They will criticize constantly, right? Like I said, just like the whole immigration thing. They criticize Trump for doing it. Yet they said nothing. I saw no news. I saw really no talk about it. Crickets during Obama, during Biden. Same thing with that. I mean, it's like, it's just tiring. This is the thing where why I stopped being a Democrat. The hypocrisy. It's the delusion. It's the blatant double standards. How can you have that same logic, right? That's the same point of view, right? Republicans are, you know, using this to push their agenda. No, duh. They all do it. Both parties do it, right? So what is your point? So you're criticizing one side that does it, but you ignore the other. That's where I hate it, right? That's what I hate. The hypocrisy of that. I'm tired of that shit. This shit is like really annoying. And this is, I'm not saying that the right doesn't do this shit sometimes, but I see it overwhelmingly, right? The left. Because what also, the problem is that they think they're morally superior, right? They think they're on a morally high ground when they're not, right? They paint themselves to be better. Let me be honest, right? I think both parties don't really care much about whatever they're saying. I don't think so, right? But I always see it like as, you know what? When it comes to the government shit, I feel like just pick the lesser of two evils, in my own opinion. That's me being critical and like not as biased. I usually see it as you pick the lesser of two evils, and I honestly feel like the left is like absolute evil, right? Absolutely annoying and absolutely just tiring. I really do.